Well, Bob here. I think today I'm going to play around with this old Foley Belsaw 200. I have several of these. I got one actually at my other job. I keep in my locker. I also have a mini Speedex HPC version. But this old, this one here is an old one compared to the other one I have. I don't think there's a serial number on this. But yeah, K350. Anyways, I think I lost a spring that held the driver, the stylus piece on there. I think there's a stylus right there. I try not to move around. I'm using my body cam, but I'm actually holding it, so I can't really keep it on my jacket I'm wearing. So let me get set up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, truth be told, this is just, let's see what we'll do here. This lock's a little chunky, but it works. I got the correct key blank for it. Let's see what this will do. Now I have a belt here that this is just a piece of pneumatic tubing, and we have like a little hose barb inside here that they use it to connect tubing. So it's like if it breaks, I can just cut it and then go on ahead and get another piece. As long as I save that barb, as long as I can use any of this tubing if I keep a whole roll of it, so I don't have to keep replacing belts or buying new belts. Now this has been sitting for a long time, so it's probably going to be a rough cut on this, but we're going to try this, see what it does. I haven't run this machine in quite a while. I actually got it kind of tight, so let me see what it does here. And oh yeah, let me turn my inverter on. Give me a second here. Alright. I haven't used this key machine in a while. I don't even know if it's calibrated. Usually, and I've seen people, they'll put the key on this way or this way. I think I always do this one this direction with the bow on the right side of the jaws. Best, you know, these jaws are not the best for cutting high security or even heavy duty key blanks. You got to make sure they're in there. They can move around. It's real cheap jaws, but I mean for this key machine was my original I got with the course. I'm going to move it down over here to the end because I'm going to end space it, and then what I'll do is drop my key blank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on ahead. Now I've not even checked to see if this is even accurate right now, so I got it right there, and I'm holding the key up against this. So let me see. Now you make sure that your keys are perfectly perpendicular, 90 degrees off, not in fact I don't have a square over here. I was going to show you with the square how you want it to look. I don't know what I did with that square, but you want it exactly, if it's angled like this or like this, it's going to cause problems, and you want to make sure it's in there tight. So that's in there tight, and I always kind of follow the milling, so you can make sure that it's in there nice and even. So now I'll go on ahead, and I can hear it kind of cut, so I'm just going off just a part that's not cut. So let me see what it does. Okay, so you can hear it. So it's shaving. So let's see what it does. Let me go a little slower because it's not really set up for nickel silver blanks. See that? Kind of wants to grab. I just go back over just to make sure I don't hear anything. Pull that out. Let's see what it does. Get some of that dross off. Let's see what we got here. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. And it's off just a little. So I don't know where I'm off. And that's right there where you get the calipers out. So maybe it's too low, maybe it's not low enough. Let me try this. I should have checked it to make sure, but let me go just a little bit more. So let me see here. So yeah, this is off a little. Go down. So I brought it in just a little bit more. I may be too far, too deep. I'll give it a try. Let's see what we got. Yep. There you go. That's it. So Foley Belsaw will cut Foley Belsaw 200 will cut best. And I think when grabbed, that's why you got to take that slow. It will duplicate best. I used to use M keyways on when I worked at the Harley plant. We had a couple of best, or a couple of these Foley Belsaw 200s, and I was trying to get them to buy a real nice key machine. We had a Cava Ilko, or what do you call it, an Exacta 2, and it had the best dies, you know, the spacer plate and the depth knobs. But it was kind of finicky with best. Now I think if I remember right, it's been so many years that we had depth and space keys for best, but I couldn't never really get that to work. So, you know, best pretty iffy, you know, on what you can do. But that's the top end of you know, if you want to get into strict keys, you know, high security. I say high security. Best is it's high enough security for a lot of situations. Now most keys have the sidebar and they have the side millings, you know, like a lot of the Indy series, the Schlage, C123s, all those other ones, Everest. But for best, where I was at, M keyway was all we used, and it was kind of anywhere else you went in my area, you would not find M. It would all be J, D, or you know, all one of the various others. But you know, at the Harley plant we used M, and but that's the Foley Belsaw 200 machine, and that's the original. That's I got this from a long time ago when I was in my course. That's back in 1996 when I first took my Foley Belsaw course. But yeah, I never had to buy new belts for this machine. You know, if you look at some of the old Foley Belsaw 200s, that's the original for that old machine. And this old machine, that's probably from the 70s. You know, be neat. You know, anyone who watches this video, let me know what year your Foley Belsaw 200 is. I see these machines pretty cheap. Well, actually, I seen they're on eBay. They're pretty expensive, which to me, it was I think from Foley Belsaw, it might have been a $200 machine back then. I don't know what it is now. I'll have to look it up and I'll post it on here somewhere on this video. But like I said, you can buy these little tubing hose barbs and use those and just make your own belts. You don't have to worry about, you know, having these and they break on you. If this splits out on me, it's a piece of rubber tubing, you know, that's hollow inside, and you just use that little double end barb. And I've had this for years. I've had this for a long time. This one here, I've had for years too, and I think I've had to replace these a couple times. But I don't use this machine that much. In fact, even my wire wheels somehow got bent. But this is my emergency just-in-case key machine. You know, when all else fails, I use this. And you can get the 12-volt motor for these two. So these are pretty cool machines. Personally, if I was going to use a duplicator, I would use, you know, an HPC. They got the Ninjas out there. I think it's the JMC, JMac Ninja. I don't know. There's different versions of Speedex minis. I keep a Speedex mini in this box right here. This is my travel, you know, whenever I go in my pickup truck, I just keep that in there. That's my little Speedex mini, and it cuts perfect, dead on. But with that, I wish those were more adjustable. You know, that's the beauty of this, is you seen how I felt like maybe I just go just a little bit deeper on my cuts and I just turn the dial. I didn't have to worry about loosening up a bunch of set screws. You know, sometimes the moment you loosen that up, it falls out, and you could be out, you know, 5-10 thousandths. Where on this, I can just go ahead and adjust it, and so that's what I did, and it worked fine. And you can zero it every time you use it, you know, like I did. I just kind of run it on a flat spot, you know, on till I could hear the wheel kind of scraping, and that works perfect. So anyways, I just thought I'd go ahead and make a quick video kind of showing the old Foley Belsaw. I don't know if I've ever done a video on the Foley Belsaw 200, but I 3, I think. I might have had 4 one time and got rid of a 4th one. I originally had this mounted on its own base. I was going to make a steel bracket and just mount it to where the motor was and get another one of these hose bar pieces and keep the belt short and have the motor closer together so it would fit in something like this. This here, I've had this mounted to this since 96 actually. So anyways, that's all I had. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.